Okay, so there's been a lot of questions about what is a displacement hull, and a displacement hull is essentially a board that doesn't have any concave. There's no, and it's not flat. It's actually the simplest displacement hulls are round bottom that trail off into almost flat or V off the tail. And what that is if you take a teardrop, a three-dimensional teardrop, and you take a slice off the bottom, it's like the most hydrodynamic shapes are torpedo shapes. That's why they make submarines in this nice torpedo shape. So when it goes through the water, it creates the least disturbance, you know, and it's just water flowing smoothly around this natural shape. Okay, the bottoms on these boards are basically trying to mimic that same teardrop shape in nature. We're doing a slice of that bottom of that teardrop. So you have a round entry. That's the beginning of the teardrop, you know, right here. And as the teardrop goes towards the tail, this part of the board here, it's displacing water. It's pushing the water down, and it's providing buoyancy. That's why it's called displacement. Displacement hull. It's displacing water with volume. Okay. When you do that, water bends around it and wants to find the path of least resistance, which is flowing towards the tail. That's why, you know, when you have like a nice teardrop, like a drop of water, as it enters water bends around that glob of water in the teardrop shape. You know, it's the natural inclination for water to bend around and find the path of least resistance. And when it does that, the board can accelerate. Now, some people say that hulls push water, you know, that they're plowing water. They don't actually plow water. They're probably pushing a little bit of water when you're paddling, but once the board starts going and it lifts up out of the water, it gets up onto plane. And that's when the board's really actually being the most hydrodynamically efficient surfboard. It's the path of least resistance flowing. And that's why when you're on a hull, you can always go the same speed as the wave. If the wave's going slow, you're right in the pocket. If it starts going really fast, you start going really fast too. You're never gonna like stop going as fast as a wave will go. You can only go faster because it's up on plane and it's efficient and it's really natural. It's a natural shape. And what better to ride? You know, a wave is a natural shape. You have a natural shaped object on that natural shape of a wave. It's only going to be the best feeling ever. So that's the draw, and that's the elusive feeling that we're trying to get when we're surfing the hulls, displacement hulls.